Well, we just missed the first pitch, but Lane Adams, a senior, tossed in a strike against DJ Jackson. We're starting at 6:11 instead of 5:45, and Lane throws another strike at the belt toward the outer half because the Swainsboro bus had a little problem. Something with the emergency equipment broke, so I guess they had to get a new bus. 0-2 pitch from Lane to a right-handed hitter, called strike three. It's a great way to start off senior day and night, with the third baseman Brock Harrison taking a half step toward the inside cut. 0-2 curveball, swing and a miss, strike three. Back-to-back Ks. The shortstop is D.R. Meadows, a senior. No balls, 2 strikes, and all these seniors will be honored after the game, so you want to stick around if you're here. Swing and a miss, a big breaking ball, diving way off the dish. 3 strikeouts in the opening frame for Lane Adams, and just a single by Copeland, stranded at first base. Bulldogs in a must-win situation, so it would seem, going to the bottom of the first inning with a hot-hitting team coming to the plate and no score on Y101. Hits, 3 earned runs, 10 Ks, 2 walks. He had a 1.10 earned run average in 19 innings against those 3 teams. There's a bunt by McBride, fielded by the pitcher, throws to first base late because the first baseman was late getting there, and D.R. Meadows had already moved to third base, is going to trot home with the first run of the ball game. And moving down to second on the error is Dalton McBride, 1-0 Dogs. And Lukey will step to the plate, and on the season, the senior is hitting .388. But is that the highest batting average he's ever had in his career? That's a question.
Now batting number 3, George Lukey.
Plus he's red hot on a big-time hitting streak. 10 for 16 during his 4-game hitting streak. .625. His highest batting average ever is .432 as he loops this pitch into right center field for a base hit. Dalton McBride racing around the third base bag, coming to the dish as the ball arrives at the second base position. And Lukey, who leads the team in runs batted in, the senior drives in number 24 on his Bulldog career. Scoring to bunt once again. Throw to second base. They got Lukey, and they're going to tag him out. No, they missed the tag, and Lukey's still in the rundown. Now headed back towards second base. It's almost like a slow-motion rundown. Lukey's still alive as he cuts it back toward the second base bag again. Now he dives, and he is out. That was a slow-mo rundown executed by the Swainsboro Tigers with way too many throws. He's got a 3-2 count on him, just like Lane Adams had when he drew the walk. Here's a pitch, a curveball, and he hits it left side and into left field for a base hit. Bryce DeLoach arriving at third, and he slips and falls. They're going to throw all the way to the dish. The ball's bouncing around, so the Dogs will take an extra base, throw to second base, and they got him. Helton out with a slide toward the outside part of the bag. Trying to avoid the tag from the second baseman, Davis Lamb, but now the Dogs lose a second runner at second base in the bottom of the first inning, and out comes Brian Fitzgerald to talk to the field umpire, who, of course, made that call. Brock coming off a fine game, featured on the Bulldog pregame show. He went 2 for 3 and doubled in a pair of runs. Last year, the Bulldogs did a good job against this Swainsboro team, scoring runs in the first inning. Pitch gets away, bouncing right side, and breaking to the dish and scoring the third run for the Dogs is Bryce DeLoach. But now 2 down and nobody on base. Copeland back to the full windup. Here's the pitch. Grounder up the middle, base hit. So Brock is a hot hitter. He's got 15 hits and 67 at-bats. He now has a 5-game hitting streak in which he's 7 for 14. That's 500. 2-2. Called strike 3. Lane with his 4th strikeout. So he is sharp today on senior day and night. So Lane out in front, seeking his 2nd strikeout of the inning, 5th of the game. He got it. Called strike 3. On the way, and it's high. Runner going. There's a throw cut off, and D.R. Meadows is going to throw the plate, and we got a tag by Cole Graham and some contact and an out. D.R. throwing that one back to home, and Cole Graham blocked the plate, caught the ball. There was a little collision, nothing major, and Braswell, never able to get to the dish, is tagged out to keep the shutout alive. That is out number 3, and the Dogs are still leading 3-0 on Y101. And Davis Lamb back at the plate, sends a ball to center field, caught by George Lukey for out number 1 on the first pitch of the top of the third, with the Bulldogs leading the Swainsboro Tigers in Region 2 play 3-zip. Looks like the weather's going to be okay for Thursday games at Swainsboro and Friday non-region at SCB to wrap up the regular season. 1-1 curveball popped sky high. Lane Adams is calling for it. He raises up his right hand and catches it with the glove on his left. So 2 down. Now he's ready to go. Here's the Adams pitch, and the curveball's hit left side of Brock Harrison. Fields it cleanly and throws it over to his second baseman, Dalton Lynn, to get a force play at second base to end the inning. And the Bulldogs strand 2 runners on base and keep the shutout going with Lane Adams, a senior, on the mound, and the Dogs leading 3-0 as we take a break on Bulldog Baseball on Y101. 2-out pitch, low and away, ball 4. So now Copeland has walked 2 batters. He walked the number 4 guy, as I mentioned, Lane Adams, and the number 5 guy in the lineup, Brandon Helton, which brings up Brock Harrison.
Now batting number 5, Brock Harrison.
Who extended his hitting streak to 5 games. He's 7 for his last 14. 2 outs, runner at first. Bulldogs up 3-0, bottom half of the third. Swings and hits a ball to left center field. It's in for a base hit. Runners on first and second. Brock is 2 for 2. Give him back-to-back multi-hit games. He went 2 for 3 against the Vade Indians on the road on Friday. If the Dogs had just split the 2 9-inning games, beaten either Meadow or Jeff Davis, they'd be in a different position they are now, which is they need to win out and have Benedictine beat Meadow to make it simple, and they go to the playoffs. Oh, Cole crushes his pitch down the left field line. That is a fair ball. That's going to drive in 1. Cole's going to get a double. Brian Fitzgerald is going to wave the runner around third, and Swainsboro Tigers finally throw the ball in as Brock Harrison touches home right after Brandon Helton, and Cole Graham drives in his 9th and 10th runs of the season on his 4th double. And now the Bulldogs with 2-out action lead 5-0, and Graham will come out of the game because he's catching today, and Trey Cloud, the freshman, will come in and run for him. And, you know, Jeremy did the guy before him a favor by not allowing the 2 runs to score that he inherited. But the lefty didn't do the same thing, and both scored. So Jeremy gave up 2 earned runs. Ball's hit to the second baseman, Dalton Lynn. Boy, he feels it nicely this time and throws to first. It just beats him. The catcher can run. R.J. Phillips got down the first base line with those long strides very quickly and made it a close play. But the Dogs get out number 1. Boy, this Clemson team can really hit the ball. Called strike 3 on the outside edge. So the 6th strikeout of the game for Lane Adams, and the senior has a chance to set a career record on his senior game. And his team has won its conference. They won the tournament over the weekend, sweeping through that baby. 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. 7th strikeout for Lane. It's a 3-up and 3 down for the Bulldogs in the top of the 4th as they continue to lead the Swainsboro Tigers 5-0 in a big Region 2 game on Senior Day and night for the Dogs on Y101. D.R. Meadows hit his first triple in the Coastal Empire. It almost was his first home run. Oh my goodness, he hits his ball up high into the air to left center field. Back goes the center fielder to the fence, and the ball is off the fence for a double. He almost hit another one out. He hit one out at Vidalia. And of course, he hit one out at Brantley County in the 8th inning to win a ball game early in the season. And he almost hit this one about 350 or so over the left center field fence at Jackie Jones. That would have been a home run in Vidalia, Georgia. But in Lyons, it's a double. Swainsboro brings the infield in with 1 down and a runner at third. Ball's hit back to the mound. DR's off the bag, but they're going to throw to first for the out. DR's coming to the dish, and he scores. They had a chance to get Meadows, had a chance to get him in a rundown. But instead, the pitcher threw to first base, and Meadows scores his 23rd run of the season. And the 2-1 pitch popped up in the air in the infield. The third baseman, Ellis, calling for it. He dives. He didn't catch the ball, and the Bulldogs will score a run. Good base running by George Lukey to get to third and then wait to see what happened, to see if he could catch it. And he was battling that ball the whole way, and there's not a great deal of wind here. So he just didn't play it well, and the Bulldogs score another run. Bowman's a DH today. He was called out on strikes his first time up. Lane with 6 Ks. He's walked 1. Excuse me, 7 Ks. This ball's hit up into the air to Brandon Helton, and he catches it. Well hit ball. 1 down. Driven in 11 runs, scored 13, and stolen 3 bases. Grounder to the second baseman, Lynn. A couple of nice hops. He throws to first. 2 down. Fultonevich is pitching. 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 8 strike out of the ball game for senior Lane Adams. It ties his all-time high, and we still got more baseball to play. That's the 3rd out of the top of the 5th, and the Tigers strand a runner at first base on a walk. 7-0 Dogs as we take a break on Bulldog Baseball on Y101. No, here comes the senior, Bryce Harrison. He'll swing the stick on senior night. Bryce with 2 base hits this season. His biggest hit was against Bryan County in the first game of region, and he drove in a run with an RBI single. He also had another single in that game, and he went 2 for 3. The second single was to right field.
Now batting, number 28, Bryce Harrison.
Last year with the varsity, he went 1 for 1 with an RBI single against Johnson. Chops it over to the shortstop, Key. Scoops it up on the inside cut, throws off balance, and the ball is caught by the first baseman, Braswell, for the out. Jacob did hit the ball and reach base in the scrimmage game at Liberty. Left-handed hitter. And a Bulldog senior. Let's see if he can drive in a run with 2 down and a runner at third. First pitch, and he hits it back up the middle, bouncing. Key picks it up near the second base bag, throws to first, and that's a 3rd out. Jacob might get a base hit right there. We've had seniors do something they never done on senior day in the past, including Blake Chalkley, who had a home run. But Brown did not drive in that run, but he almost did. 7-0 Dogs going to the 6th on Y101. And a 1-2 is hit into the air to center field. Lukey drifting over to his left this time to make the catch. 1 down. Lane will go for number 9 again. 0-2 pitch. Hit back to the box. Scooped up by Lane. Moves to his right and throws it over to Harrison. 2 down. 1-0 pitch. Popped up in the air. Lane Adams running toward the third base line. He's in fair territory. Now he crosses, or maybe he didn't cross the line. He was right on it, and he makes a catch. He had 1 foot in foul territory and 1 foot in fair territory, and he caught it for out number 3 to leave runners on first and second. Going to the bottom half of the 6th inning, 7-0 Dogs over Swainsboro on Y101. Chipola is usually in the mix to get to the national tournament. Juan Batista played at Chipola, the home run hitter for the Toronto Blue Jays. DR hits a curveball pretty deep to left field. This ball is carrying to the fence. It's off the fence again. He's hit another double. So he might just finish his home career at Jackie Jones with back-to-back doubles in the 4th and 6th. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Tyler. He can hit the ball. He hit the ball pretty well for the B team. I remember a game at Appling. Swings and misses, strike 3. No score, bottom half of the 1st inning in Atlanta, or Marietta, I should say. Swing and a miss, 2 balls, 2 strikes, the Marietta Braves. Sounds like a minor league team. They played like a minor league team the first week. Butchering it on defense. Called strike 3. There is strikeout number 9, a career high for the senior Lane Adams. Sophomore Brock Harrison, first baseman. His brother, the senior, the salutatorian at Toombs County High School. Bryce Harrison, ball's hit into right field. Jacob Brown coming in. He makes a one-handed catch. Way to go, senior. That was not an easy catch. This could be the final pitch for all these seniors at Jackie Jones Field, unless the Dogs go to the playoffs and somehow, as a number 4, get a home game. That's not easy to do. And the 2-2. Popped up out of play behind home plate. So Dylan Copeland will keep swinging. Where's number 1 for the Tigers? Bulldogs leading 7-0. A base runner at first. 2 outs and a 2-2 count for number 6, Lane Adams. Gets a sign from Cole Graham. Here's his 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Lane will end it with his 10th strikeout. A complete game on a 6-hitter, and he improves to 5-3 as a Bulldog pitcher, and he takes high fives from seniors and juniors and sophomores as the Bulldogs win 7-0 over Metter to keep their playoff hopes alive, and now they need one more win. And a Metter loss to Benedictine, and they're going to the GHSA state playoffs. Both teams shaking hands before their rematch on Thursday, and we'll take a break on Y101.